Good evening, good evening. Once again, this is your friend, your family, True Streets from True Streets. I could have been a pastor. I am the Hood Guru. How's everybody on this good evening? As always, I pray everybody's blessed up. Everybody's feeling good. Family and everything's okay. Well, this is the second half to the other segment I always did. And this part is about parenting. For the ones who's been listening in, as you already know, I'm a father of 5. I currently have 3 of my sons, the middle kids, staying home with me, and my 2-year-old daughter. Well, anyway, a couple of months ago, my 13-year-old, at the time, he's 14 now, but he's a big kid, tall, got some weight on him. But anyway, his mom played the sneaky role and got him to move back over there with her. Basically, she bought him a cell phone, went and got his ears done, bought him some of them skinny leg jeans. And that was enough for him. Got him to move back over there. So in the process, he stayed over there about maybe 3, maybe 4 months. And then she started calling me with, well, maybe 2-3 months. She started calling me with, he's not listening, he's not doing this, he's not doing that while he's here, and he's being manly. I'm like, well, he was over here, he wasn't being manly, he wasn't doing none of that stuff. You got him to go over there, now he's acting up. So basically, he moves back into my house. All right. Now, he started having little problems in school. We're trying to nip that in the bud. And so, what was it, Friday, he's in school. I get a call from the school. He's been suspended. They tried to give him 5 days in school suspension, but he would have had to miss the bus. It would have been 5 days, no bus privileges. And I got to talk to him. So basically, they made it 2 days home suspension. So anyway, basically, this is what he did. He's on the bus. He's supposed to be sitting in the front of the bus. First violation, he's sitting in the back of the bus. Then he's sitting behind this girl. Some kind of way, he's supposed to have told the bus driver that this girl's irritating him, bothering him, blah, 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 getting on his nerves or whatever. So then all of a sudden, he made this comment that if she look at him one more time or say something, what he's going to do. And basically, he said, if nobody don't tape her mouth up, he's going to put his foot in it. I'm like, that's gangster, even if you're saying that to another guy. You know what I'm saying? That's some real gangster, man, grown-up mentality. So anyway, I got finished talking to the school, got that part straight far as he's going to be home for 2 days. Then I said, shoot, after I got finished talking to him when he got home from school, and when he got home from school, like I said, these is my thoughts, these is my opinions, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, when he got home from school, I was like, look, I was waiting in the living room for him. I said, you got 4 options. I said, option number 1, you can go on there and I can cut your butt. Well, no, 5 options, something like that. But anyway, then you can go in there and I can cut your butt. He didn't want that option at all. I said, well, option number 2, I could put some tape across your mouth and then put my foot in it. Or I could take you over to your mama's house and she could put tape across your mouth and she can put her foot in it. Plus I was like, or she can cut your butt. He ain't want those 2 options. Option number 3 was get your income tax money taken away. That's coming. He ain't want that option. Other option was, 4 options. Other option was you're on punishment for 2 days. I said 2 days, for 2 weeks. Plus, you got to stay in the house on punishment from today, which would have been Friday, till Wednesday, which when he would have been back to school, that's when his punishment would have started. So technically, he would have had 19 days of punishment. So he picked the punishment. So, I mean, I think that's fair, you know. And then his mother, when she called me, so she called me later on, and she proceeds to tell me the stories, you know, and I'm like, what's going on, you know? And she was like, well, he this and that. What happened today? And I'm like, well, I was getting ready to call you. I just got finished, you know, talking to him about the whole situation. And so that's air freshener. If you don't know what that sound was. But I was like, well, I just got finished talking to him. And basically, I told her what he did at school, and she was like, yeah. And I told her what the punishments was, and she was like, yeah, right. And she agreed to everything I said. Oh, no. It was 5. I said, and I could take your money and split it between me and your mother, because I'm pretty sure she can always use some extra money where she at. And so, but anyway, so I tell her what goes down. Then she proceeds to tell me some other stuff. And I'm like, what's going on? Because, you know, since he's been here, I pretty much got to check on him. I mean, I'm not 100, watchdog on his back, but he's in the house at a certain time. He goes out, he goes to school, blah, blah, blah. He does his chores yeah. But anyway, they're all like that. But anyway, okay, so that part. So now I take in, so I'm listening. And she's like, well, did he tell you everything that happened when he was staying with her? And I'm like, he's done been back at my crib April or May. He started staying with her in February. So he's been back here since like April or May. So he said June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Almost 9 months, right? Okay, so he's been back almost 9 months, and you just now telling me what happened when he was there with you. Okay, so anyway, so she goes proceeding on telling me, talking about how the reason that he had to come back over to my place is because of the Xbox. And I'm like, what about the Xbox? Because technically it's my Xbox. So she was like, he had it in his book bag, and she went to grab it from him because he didn't do something or whatever. And he was like, no. And then when she went to grab it, he pushed her off of him. She said that he hit her in the chest. Oh, but then she said he pushed her. So I don't know if he hit her in the chest or pushed her or both. But anyway, so she tells me that. Then she takes another further step and proceeds to tell me that he's like, well, I'm going to kill you and your girlfriend because she messes with a lady now. And, you know, that type, you know. So after that gets done or whatever, then it was like, okay. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go get on him. And then she told me, she like, you need to go beat him, this, punch him in the chest and all this other stuff. And I'm like, look, excuse me, I'll go take care of the situation. So then she goes on and proceeds to tell me that, yeah, and he also had sex with the girl downstairs from her. She's moved now, but previously, before she moved. And I'm like, okay, he was staying at your house for almost 4 months. This went down when he was staying with you. And you just now tell me. Then she's going to make the comment and say, well, he was supposed to tell you. Now, I'm a grown man. Is it just me think like this, that you trust a 13-year-old child who just swore and pushed at his mother and did it to a girl downstairs to go and do the right thing and tell his father? And his father don't play neither one of those. To me, you would have to be an idiot to believe a child would do some shit like that right there, especially after doing some stuff like that right there. So it's, to me, it's like, okay, you let me know now because you're trying to add fuel to the fire. Whereas though you should let me know that in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, when it happened. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, so he did this, and mind you, I don't hit women. So I'm like, all right, I got this. So when I finally get off the phone with her, because she went through some other stuff, you know, more or less rambling about things. But anyway, so I goes back in the living room, and I sits back down, and I'm like, Zay, you know how I am about lying, right? And so he's like, yes. And I'm like, speak so I can hear you. I like to hear you. Look at me when I'm talking. So, yes, sir. So I'm like, your mother told me some things, and I'm only going to ask you one time, and it's 4 questions or whatever, 3 questions, something like that. And you're going to tell me the truth. And if you lie to me, I'm going to bust you up. And so he was like, yes, sir. So I was like, 1, did you have sex with the girl downstairs? You know. Yes, sir. Okay. Told the truth on that one. I said, did you swear at your mom? He said, yes. I said, did you hit your mom? He said, no. I said, did you push your mom? He said, yeah, okay. So, I mean, you swore, put your hands on her, and you done had sex. Okay. Then I was like, okay. One, what I ever tell you about, tell your brothers, if any of y'all ever put your hands on your mom, I'm going to beat you like you stole something. Because even though we ain't together, I don't care if you don't love her. I don't care if you don't want to be around her. But you ain't going to disrespect her and put your hands on her. Because she made you. And that's the golden rule. And so I'm like, so since it happened so long ago, I wish I would have known when it happened, if you feel me. Because I would have liked to have taken care of the situation right then and there, and I'd have punched a hole through his chest right there in front of her. Then he could have apologized, and it wouldn't ever happen again. But now, for me to jump on him now about that, to me, is futile, is wasteful. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's more or less like a revenge type of thing that she want me to perform on him because of what he did, which though that was his mom. I told her she should have picked up a bottle and clunked him upside his head. Or a brick. Something. Or she should have let me know then, you know. But I also went as far to let him know. I said, if I ever hear of you ever putting your hands on your mom ever again, or any other female in that situation, I'm going to beat you up. And yes, I told him, I didn't say I was going to beat him. I said I was going to beat him up. Meaning, I was going to beat him up and put him in the hospital, then call Hickory PD and tell him where I'm at, come pick me up, which where I've been here at the house waiting on him. Because you ain't going to be beating on your mama in my family. I didn't beat on my mama. It ain't going to happen. And my mama didn't beat on her mama, and their kid didn't beat on them, and they ain't beat on them. We don't beat on mamas in my motherfucking family. if somebody beats on the mama, it was somebody outside the street, and trust me, the family did something about it. We don't play that beating on women shit in the family. You know, I mean, when I was younger, I had some episodes. I ain't gonna lie. But it wasn't I was beating on a woman. More or less, I fought them back. Meaning if you hit me, I'll hit you back. You spit at me, I'm spitting at you back. You punch at me, I'm punching at you back. But now I have a lot more control of myself because I recognize now how strong a man is compared to a woman. No matter how big and strong she chooses to get, she's still a woman. So anyway, so after I got finished telling him that, I went and told his other two brothers, because like I said, it's three of them that stays in the house. The other brothers in South Carolina. But that's by a different mom. But anyway, so I let the other two know. I said, look, I don't care who it is. If one of y'all happen to jump on your mom, the other two of y'all jump and beat his ass. Beat him like he's somebody in the street, and vice versa. This goes for all of y'all. Don't nobody supposed to put their hands on your mama. So if he puts your hands on your mama, he ain't your brother at that moment. That's a nigga from the street endangering your mother's life. Beat that nigga. You feel me? Am I wrong? I'm saying these is my thoughts. These is my opinions. Like I said, my name is True Streets. I'm True Streets. From my True Streets, I could have been a pastor, and I am the hood guru. Comment, you know what I'm saying? Let me feel what y'all would have did in this aspect. But yeah, then I went as far as like, look, if I catch you in a situation or something like that, and then I say you got your punishment. And so, like I said, she also told me about, well, what about the money? Because like when me and her was together, we gave him one price. But since I've been having my kids, I give them way more than that. You know what I'm saying? I was explaining it in the other previous one of my episodes. So I was already, you know what I'm saying, giving a nice bit. So, but this particular time, he ain't gonna get no fun time out of it. I'm gonna give him his money because this is what I do, but he's not going to get his money in his hand. Meaning that everything he get will be regulated, and I'm picking it out. I'm not saying I'm picking it out. I'm picking out everything that he gets. There'll be no choices. And if he doesn't want it, him and his other brothers almost the same size, so hey, he want to get it in. But yeah, you don't do bad. I'm not rewarding you for doing bad. I was rewarding you for because what things you performed throughout the year. And actually, like the father upstairs say, I wasn't even rewarding him for that. I was giving it to him just because I give it to him because that's my son. Not because he wanted, not because he needed. I give it to him because I choose to. So that's my little episode tonight. It ain't too long, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was a 2-part from the other night. Everybody who chimed in on that one, I hope you chime in on this one. Hit them comments up, them likes, them subscribes up. Hit me up on, you know, Spotify, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Check out my little TikTok, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, everybody stay blessed, you know what I'm saying? It's a good night to be alive, you feel me? And, you know, like, I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the best father. I'm not the best person. I try to be better. Try to better my ways so I can better the people that's around me. You know what I'm saying? The people I haven't met. So in that case, y'all keep smiling because like I always say, your father upstairs gave you that smile. Don't let nothing down here on this rock take it from you. Take this truly to the heart because you know that smile gives that energy. That energy is what uplifts people. Every morning when I go to work, when I do my little smile thing or I tell people smile or whatever, I can see the look in their faces. I can see some people who probably didn't even like me because of the color I was. But after I get finished showing that joy of the smile, it uplifts everybody. And it's not just my guests that's there, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not a performer, although I do perform. But I do this to my, you know, my employees, my employer, you know what I'm saying, co-workers. I say employees, co-workers, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I try to treat everybody with the utmost respect because if you disrespect a dog, the dog gonna bite you. You know what I'm saying? I've been bit a lot in my life and not by dogs. But tired of getting bit, you know what I'm saying? So, once again, this is True Streets from True Streets. I could have been a pastor. I am the hood guru. And for the ones who know me, the ones who yet to know me, When I look my head to the right, you already know what time it is.